IPO as well, and how it will change the portfolio construct of a lot of people when it comes to the auto sector. And what's your recommendation? Subscribe or avoid come tomorrow?
You're talking to me?
Yes,
Sorry,
Pashupati, the question is to you on Hyundai.
Yeah, no. So like all good jumbo IPOs, it'll be good fun for a while. I think that this is a huge issue. But we said the same thing when LIC came, and that got swallowed. I think this will also get swallowed. It's a good IPO for India, and I think that it will probably take money away from some of the other companies like Maruti and M&M and um, you know Aisha and all the other companies. But I think that at the end of it all, we do need more, and this is good quality paper, and it's a company that's doing well. So why not? And it'll be like Maruti, where Maruti gets half its earnings, more than half its earnings from Maruti India. Hyundai could actually end up being the same place with them. And with 80, they're giving, I think, 17.5%, right? So they're basically going to be left with 82.5% will belong to them. So they'll still have fat dividends coming. So that's good for all concerned.
Okay, point taken. So that's the view on, of course, the IPO. But we did speak with a couple of other experts as well as to what their take is. Sameer Arora believes it's not going to be a big blockbuster of sorts. Fairly neutral or at par listing is what he expects.
There is no bullishness in this story. It is just a story created by the Indian public. For what reason, I don't know. Because there are 8 or 10 global listed auto companies, and you can see what has happened to them in the last 3 months, 6 months. Every one of them has warned. One of our bigger companies in India is basically 50-60% exposed to the same market. How can it be that 9 out of 9 companies warn? Our company doesn't warn, but says that we will close down the plant because there is too much inventory, but in the long run we are bullish. If nine of those guys in their market are not bullish, why we are bullish about our company, I don't know. Overall, I think that auto is one of the worst sectors to invest in, and I think that this new IPO will most probably on listing will be plus minus par.
Trend is that you will end up usually getting better returns as an investor in IPOs very early in the cycle of IPOs coming back into the market, coming back into fashion. As that cycle matures, the returns tend to get lower and lower. Don't expect that there will be such a serious sell-off because number one, if one were to look at the liquidity position, I think the mutual funds and different investors have maybe 1.5 crore of uninvested capital. So any sell-off is likely to be therefore shallow. But you will also have this situation where you have to assume that the growth that is necessary for you to pay for these valuations, a lot of that is already built into the price. So
well, and ahead of this mega IPO, we also caught up with Unsu Kim, the MD at Hyundai Motor India, and Tarun Garg, the COO. Let's hear out a slice of that interaction.
If you see, this probably is the right time because if you see, especially post-COVID, the whole world is recognizing the importance of India, the growth of India. The GDP, if you see, consistently at 6.5–7% is much higher than the global peers. And also in terms of Hyundai, if you see, now we are expanding with the Pune plant, the capacity addition of 250,000. So we believe this is just the right time, for the next phase of Hyundai's growth in India, and probably like we said, probably IPO is really a very good stepping stone to that next phase.
And do you feel the transition to electric vehicles is now happening at a faster pace, given that nations globally have made a commitment to becoming net zero on their climate principles? In terms of your electric vehicles, what are your plans and what are the launches you're planning?
In terms of EV, India is the early stage of electrification. We are seeing that India EV is expected to grow strongly by 2030, led by the government's strong initiative and many OEMs EV focuses. The HMI has strong access to the HMC's EV and battery technology, so we are developing an EV ecosystem in India. We are planning to launch 4 EV models.
Hyundai Motor India Limited now proposes an initial public offering of its equity shares. The 100% book built offer is being offered at a price band of Rs 1,865 to Rs 1,960 per equity share of face value of Rs 10 each. The anchor investor offer period opens and closes on Monday, October 14th, 2024. Offer opens on Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. Offer closes on Thursday, October 17th, 2024. For risk involved and other details, please refer to the red herring prospectus, which is available on the website of the company, SEBI, BRLMs and the stock exchanges.